Hello everyone, my name's David. This is Q's introduction and really more about cage mistakes and best practices. When you're going to learn more about me as we go on. I'm not going to edit this film, so if I pause or take a moment to collect my thoughts, I'm just going to leave it that way, but I do promise to keep the video short. I think it'll be fun to watch Q grow and progress together. I plan on finding a way to measure him weekly or bi-weekly to kind of keep tabs on how big he's growing and how fast he's growing. But ultimately tonight's all about my mistake right in the beginning, which this video is going to be all about sharing. So all of these diaries, as I call them, video diaries, are going to be about honest and open communication. And I made a huge mistake when we first started. I was looking for a Quince monitor, I should say a monitor, and knew I couldn't carry a water monitor. We have 3 children now. My wife is behind the camera. This will be one of the few times that I'm in front of the camera. But I've had several monitors, Waters, Black Throats, all-time favorite monitor, water monitor, and a crock monitor when I was younger. And I really never found a replacement for those 2 monitors. It's been many, many years. So I was looking for a monitor that I was passionate about. And I was on a very popular monitor forum and was looking through things and came across I forget the gentleman's name, but came across a question about Quince monitors and some information on enclosures. I remember kind of scanning through it and went by, eventually chose the Quince monitor. When I went back to this forum, on this monitor forum, I realized that one of the responses to that request on enclosures was www.varanusmolinas.com. I had already chosen a cage because, of course, I know monitors and I set them up, or so I thought. And I had chosen, for many of you, you'll remember this cage, typical bearded dragon, 4x4, I think it was 4x3 by 2 and 18 inches high, and fairly typical monitor cage. If you get glare from the back of the wall, there's the ocean's behind us, so I'll make sure to fix that next time. Anyway, I decided that Quince was going to be the monitor. I knew how to build a monitor cage or set up a monitor cage. The wooden cage was already built, and I didn't need to do anything. Just order my lizard. I was going through the forum again that I had mentioned previously, and the response specifically to the young man's request, does anybody know some good websites or information for Quince monitors, was a gentleman responded, all you need is, and then this web address. And I thought, well, that's a cocky statement, all you need. I spent a lot of time on this website, and I throw thumbs up to the person responsible for the attention to detail, and it really set me up for success, although it was last minute. I had to build a cage in 18 hours. It was the day before my monitor showed up, and we'll go through that later. But I'd like you to see the cage now. At about 3 or 4 o'clock, after reading the varanusmolinas.com, I realized that, holy crap, I've made a huge mistake, and I've got a lot of work to do. So I ran off to Home Depot. While I was at Home Depot, I got the FedEx notification that the lizard was being shipped, which means it was going to be there the next morning. So please understand that I'm a tech geek. I love electronics. I'm not a lumber guy. I'm not a wood guy. So when you see this cage, it's all about functionality and not about aesthetics. Although my wife would probably prefer it looked a little nicer. As I said, I had 18 hours. The cage will evolve, but I needed something that was functional and felt comfortable and truly made Q feel good, feel safe, and feel happy and be healthy. So my wife's going to come around now, so you can just walk with her. Go ahead. We're going to come around. Again, the glare from behind, I apologize, but we're fortunate enough to live on the ocean. The sun sets behind us, and we'll try to do a couple of videos then. Really, my goal is just to kind of enjoy Q's evolution or progression with some enthusiasts. So the web is a great way to do that. Here's the cage. Remember, this was going to be 3 feet high, 2 feet high, 18 inches high, 4 feet wide. And it was just a block, a rectangular block. This is what I feel like the Quince monitor it uses a jungle gym. If you picture a jungle gym in a building, and hundreds of kids playing in it. That's what it looked like the past 3 days with the Quince monitor Q in its new cage. So what you're going to see is, again, I didn't have glass tracks to install, so I used screws last minute, but I was able to find glass tracks on Amazon.com, and you can find the link in the description. So I'm going to install these, but my goal now, Q has moved along so nicely in the past 4 days that I think I'm just going to not fix it because it's not broke, if that makes sense. But what I do is, the screws hold it to the board. I have a piece of glass that I just slide out here. Q is burrowed right now and he's in bed, but when he is out, what I'll do is I'll take a board or a piece of cardboard and I'll put it across the front here and tape it. This way I can access everything and not worry about the little guy getting out. It's fun to handle a 3-4 foot lizard, but when you're handling the hatchlings, my concern, for me anyway, is them scurrying across the floor and be missing for 2 months. So as you see in the cage, you see the rope in the back. There's other videos where you can see Q truly using every portion of this cage. And on the left-hand side, I tried to make it, as crazy as it sounds, a jungle gym. After reading VaranisMolinas.com, I really thought that they need stimulation, they need heat, they need to just play. And I gotta be honest, you'll see some of the other videos, Q literally jumps from like portion to portion. And I've seen monitors have fun, but never a semi-arboreal, semi-aquatic, semi-terrestrial. These Quince monitors have it all, and I'm quickly becoming a fan. You'll see the other videos, Q is already settled in and is very trusting of me, and I don't want to ruin that trust. So I really want to provide him with the best possible situation I can. Eventually, this is just the hatchling cage. Eventually he'll grow up and I'll have to put him in something bigger, a walk-in closet or a large closet. But for now, he's happy. Take a look at some of the other videos. I suggest, no affiliation, but I really suggest checking out VaranisMolinas.com if you're a Quince fan or you want to get into them. My videos are only experience and watching Q progress and grow and have some fun with it. Maybe pick on my wife a little bit during this time. But this website it saved me, and I really believe that Q is as comfortable as he is because he's having a blast. He's just having fun. He ate the first day. The second day he ate out of my hand. So although I think Q is a special animal, as some of us have had the opportunity to have, I have myself with a younger croc monitor and a water monitor many years ago. Q, I think, is going to be with our family for a very long time, and I look forward to sharing it with all of you. So check us out. We look forward to seeing you come back. And again, no expertise, just sharing my knowledge. So if you have something to share, I look forward to it. And don't forget, the camera adds, I heard, 100 pounds. So I'm actually only 175. Thank you very much. Thank you to my wife, Cindy, and for the twins and my son for being quiet during this video. See you next time.